Welcome back to Leon's Homegrown. As I mentioned on previous videos, I'm at Harvey Bay. I'm going to visit the Japanese gardens here, and yeah, so let's get into it. I'll turn it around and we'll start filming. So here we go, the Harvey Bay Botanic Gardens. As you can see, it's a nice looking place. I'm only just in the gates, so I'm guessing this here, hoping you're not hearing all the car noise behind the street beside us here, but I'm guessing this here is the Japanese gardens, which I'm really keen on having a bit of a walk and a little bit of a look around here. Wouldn't this be wicked in your backyard? Well, you have to have a bit more of a budget than what I've got. So I've got two of these, advertised as a Japanese garden, but sign here saying Chinese garden. Got dragons there. Building itself's really nice. Anyway, we'll go in and have a look. Now, which way shall I go? I'll have a look in here first. That's a nice pond, or sort of in the shape of a river system. Makes my ponds look pretty sad, that's for sure. But looking like it's getting pumped in from this little bridge here, working its way around. Nice plants over there too. We'll have a bit of a stroll. These are pretty cool. Very unusual. We'll keep walking around. So what do you guys think? Just leave a comment below and let me know if you guys have got something like this in your local area. This is not my local area. It's about an hour and a half away, Harvey Bay. But yeah, I definitely wanted to come and have a look. They're nice and running, which keeps the insects away. Little ducky. All sorts of bamboos growing here as well. Looks like to be a waterfall over there. I'm not sure whether I'm meant to walk on that or not. I'll have a quick walk. Not going to do any harm here. This looks like where it's been pumped back up to. So just pond liner, rocks, something people can do at home on a small scale or a large scale. Especially if you've got rocks around your property. Fortunately, I don't have too many rocks around my property, so yeah, the ones I've have to buy in. Nice little bamboo path, so there was a path to get to there. Yeah, I like these bamboo trees, or bamboo plants, whatever they call them. Is anyone else using them in the landscape? And it looks like these don't grow real big, but they're definitely be a good material for making stakes and stuff like that for your garden. So it's definitely something I need to look into, to buying some of them and add them into the property for maybe a bit of privacy from the neighbours. To me, it looks like there's a few different sorts. This one's quite a bushy one. I think that bamboo theme's going really good with the, well, I don't know if it's a Japanese or Chinese garden now, because it's advertised as a Japanese garden, and as you saw, the sign said Chinese. Anyway, we'll get into another section and we'll come back. This won't get old, eh? No way. Well, that was pretty cool, eh? Very inspirational for me, and hopefully it's inspiring for you, but we'll keep going. And there's some flowers behind me here, or some sort of flower, and we'll show you that and keep walking, eh? Have a look at these. These are pretty cool. And I actually think I have got them on cuttings I found on the side of a road that someone said free. And they look exactly the same in the structure of it, and it had an old flower that was red. So I may actually have that, hopefully. We've got some cool ones here too. I've got a few of these sorts of ones that you don't normally see me showing too much of the garden that aren't vegetables, so this one's a little bit different. But I think that as you guys are my viewers, that you like very similar things than what I like. So if you like gardening and growing vegetables, you obviously would like plants as well. I try to grow a lot of fruit trees, but there's obviously other plants that I like as well, and a lot of this stuff's in typical gardens. So we'll go for a little bit of a walk and see these stone seating areas are quite nice. You know how I always reckon you should have seating in your garden. Big canopies, big tall bamboos. You can hear the birds, and it's very peaceful here. There's not many people. Haven't seen anyone yet anyway, which is good for filming. So we've exited that Chinese or Japanese section obviously, and now it's just going to be a bit of a walk around. I'm not sure how big this place is, and as I said, it's in Harvey Bay, which is in Queensland. Probably about 2 hours north of the Sunshine Coast. Oh, which way should we go? Let's go down here. These ferns are quite nice, and there's another one over here as well. And you can see it's heavily mulched, but to me it looks like the bulk of it's a litter from the actual trees coming up, which is causing its own little ecosystem. And obviously blocking out the weeds because of the leaf litter and the canopy. You can see damper bits of sunshine hitting different spots, and that would change as the sun changes. So it's pretty cool how you can make your own microclimate. We'll keep walking. Hope I'm not talking too much, guys. Just amazing what can be made. Obviously, a bit of money involved in purchasing all these plants, and they've probably got a few gardeners. Obviously, have a few gardeners to maintain everything. These cool plants here too. A lot of them look like sort of indoor plants, which obviously when they were originally sprouted, they never come from a house, so that's where these things live, under canopies. It's nice how just some placements of logs and rocks, even big chunk of bark, like a little tunnel. Something so simple can be so effective. You can hear them maggies. Looks like this tree's been tied up. It's been leaning a little bit. Does get some strong winds being on the coast, obviously. I know that from my camping, from that last video you saw where I was camping. And again, some more logs. A lot of people just chop them up or chip them, and sometimes it's good just to let them sit there and rot. So especially if you've got the space. Nice big gum trees in the landscape as well. And then it comes to a more open field. Definitely more going on over there, so I'll come back in a sec. Okay, so I found this pretty cool looking thing. Looks like it's a maze made up of mondo grass by the looks of it, one of the larger species. But that's pretty cool. It's a big area, so probably not something an average person will have in their backyard. But when that grows, I'm not sure if that mondo grass is going to grow any bigger or not, but the kids, definitely good for the kids. Have that fun in there. Looks like I was wrong about the mulch part, wasn't I? Two big chunks of mulch there. Definitely beneficial. Keeping weeds under control and slowly breaking down, feeding the plants. Alright, we'll walk up there a little bit and we'll come back. Okay, so that was pretty cool. So I'm on the other side of that little parkland that I mentioned before, and as you can see from behind me, there's a dam or a pond system there with sounds like a waterfall in there. So let's head over that way and have a bit of a look, eh? Definitely nice feature to have in a large property. As you all know, one day I'll be able to afford to build myself a dam, and I definitely will be landscaping around it. Obviously not to this degree, but but yeah, water's definitely a good element to have in your yard. Good for the pollinators and everything as well. It's nice and peaceful. A little bridge going over to an island. There's some cool trees that have got them nice root structure. This is just so peaceful and nice. I'm really enjoying it. That's why I thought I'd take yous with me. My wife's just pointed out that there's turtles there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. They've got their little heads sticking out. You can see one moving over there, but I can't zoom in on this camera because I'm on the GoPro, so it goes all the way around by the looks of it, but I think we might go over the bridge. So this little island, and I'd say that's the only entry in and out, maybe. Oh, let me see that turtle. Not sure if you can see that. Yeah, you should be able to. There's a few. Oh, there's heaps of them. People obviously been feeding them, and they know we're here because they're coming from everywhere. Oh, there's heaps of them. I wouldn't even be able to count how many. They're going by the algae on their backs. They've got a bit of age to most of them. I love turtles. I haven't got anywhere to have turtles at the moment, but yeah, I know people have got pet turtles. Let me know if you guys have got a pet turtle. So yeah, it's got a little island on here, so it's definitely pretty cool to have that. I'll see if I can sort of get you around. It's hard to see with the camera, so I'll just swing it around a little bit and just sort of show you how it's an island effect. And we'll keep walking. It's not much of a track, so we'll head down this way and have a look at this waterfall I can see over there in the background. And that's really important if you've got a water feature, even if it's a little pond, is to aerate it. So fountains and stuff like that, I've got a solar powered one I'm going to hook up to my pond system, and that keeps it aerated. Why you got it aerated? You're not going to end up having the problems of mosquitoes and stuff like that breeding, but you're also going to aerate the water for any fish or living things in the water, apart from Aussies, hopefully. Excuse me. Now, while we're talking about that, there's some more turtles there. Cool. They're going to go do the kamikaze. While we're talking about that actual aerating of the ponds, although I don't have mozzies, once I started building the ponds, I found a lot of dragonflies starting to populate around the place. And dragonflies are good to have. They'll eat any mozzie larvae or eggs, whatever it's called. So definitely must be fish in here because they're telling you not to fish. Yeah, no, this is pretty cool. Anyway, we've gone around the circle of this now, so I'll get back on the other walking path and we'll come back. All right, so back on the path, and just thought I'd show you these rock walls here. Simple rock walls. I love them, eh? If I had enough materials, I'd definitely be incorporating rock walls and retaining stuff like this, because it just, to me, it really looks good. It brings that old-fashioned sort of style where people used to build things with the materials they had, and that's definitely suits a park like this. So if you look down here, and you've got the water on one side, you've got the palm trees canopying over, a nice track around. It's just peaceful, just nice spot to do. And it's always good what you can do with blocks that aren't level. And you can create something like that, so basic and simple, but really beautiful as well. And big water holding spot for irrigation and just to having a water element in my particular properties is definitely something that needs to be done. And it will happen one day. Golden canes, I've got a few of them in my place. That always adds a nice tropical feel. I do the same with chopping out all the insides and letting the stems act as a structural visual pleasing point. That's a mouthful. Then we're going back down to logs, which is what I do have which is what I'm going to be using a bit of. And as they rot, you get little hollows like that one there. Animals can live in it, little animals. Pretty sure these ones here are Sheena's Gold. I had a lot of these. They're very easy to propagate, but they are high maintenance in pruning, so I've got rid of most of mine for that reason. Just have to make it a little bit lower maintenance. And it's pretty cool. I've seen a lot of plants that I've got in my own backyard that make a big difference. There's trees like this one here I've showed you before with the root structure, and I always see them at the seaside, so I'm guessing that it's more of a coastal plant, even though this one's probably a few blocks away from the beach. The soil is probably sandy. I'm taking a guess there. If you guys know that you can grow this particular tree and what it is and I can grow it inland, let me know. Mangrove, my wife just said, which, yeah, that makes sense. I remember crab potting with them mangoes. Anyway, it's obviously not salty. Well, it could be salty. Being so close to the beach, that water may end up being salty. Anyway, I'll have to look into that one for sure. But enough about that tree. A nice little seeding area just here. We're going quite slow, so oh, look at that, some nice ducks. I've got ducks at my property that come every now and then into the ponds, but they don't stay for long. There's a neighbour's got a tiny little dam, and they fly over there for a while and mosey onto other people's dams. So I think it was an old video when the ducks were in my chicken pen. You have to watch that one. Can't remember what it's called, but yeah. Anyway, I know this one's been a bit of a long video, guys, and I'm going to keep walking for the people that are interested. Yeah, just because it's like nature. It's man-made nature, but yeah, it just shows how you can make something really nice in your own backyard. And some people are lucky enough to have that. I've brought a few things off Facebook and Marketplace before, and I've been to people's properties that are living up near the mountains, and they've got driveways similar to what we're walking on. Nice and peaceful, and definitely good to have some shady areas in the Queensland sun. Anyway, this all looks pretty much the same here, so I'll switch it off for now, and we'll get back into it when I find something a bit more interesting. Okay, so we got around the edge of that walkway, and we're back down to where the dam, creek dam structure begins again on the other side of it. So we'll have a bit of a look around here. So that's pretty nice. Doesn't look like there's got too much going on here except for your normal native grasses up to the bank. As you can see with this particular system, which I'm guessing is more man-made and dammed up, it's not like cliffs on the side. So this is what structures probably used to look like back in the day before they got such big deep banks. Well, I'm not going to go into that. So yeah, we're over here. We've got a few more planted up areas, which is nice. These are more of them plants that I showed you earlier on in the video that I think I may have. The leaf and the whole structure of what I've got looks very, very similar. And if that's the case, then that's a score, because I chopped all the stems up and all right, sorry about that. Battery ran out of juice. Anyway, so as I was saying, I'm pretty sure I was saying, yeah, I've got this one here propagating at home. Beautiful flower, and yeah, definitely the same sort of stem. So I'm guessing that's what I've got. And by looks of that sticking out right there, it looks like it's it multiplies too, which is good. Like a bit like asparagus. That's cool. Alright, so we'll keep heaving down here, and we got, this, as you can see, them ones I just showed you, and we've got a few other different plants in here. And it looks quite nice, especially if the damp will shade. And then over here we've got some larger varieties, and this is the same as that other one we saw earlier on too, I think, but you can just see how big they actually grow. Let's have a bit of a close look at these. So this one looks like it's just finished flowering. And if there's one that's got a flower on it, so we can see what it looks like. Looks like they maybe one over here. Get in here. If anyone knows what this plant's called, I definitely haven't got this one. You don't look like going to be able to see any that are in full flower. Yeah, I like them. If you know what they are, let me know. These red things here, I've got plenty of them at home. I think they come in a lot of different varieties as well. They're sort of thing in a pot. They look pretty bland, but when you add them into a nice landscape, yeah, they really pop. It looks like we're heading back to the start, I think, into the sun. I think this is where we started. Yeah, a little bit of a park over here. We'll go and have a bit of a check out anyway while we're here. There's people in the park looking at me. And my wife just said that's an orchard house. Her eyes are better than mine. We'll go over there, and it might not be open, but we'll definitely go and check it out. Orchard, orchid. We will go over there. We'll just have a quick look over here while we're here and see. So we've got a nice little picnic area in here, which again, on a smaller scale, would still look great in someone's backyard, especially if they've got a bit of a dam of a view. You can see how they've left the trees sort of as canopy, so you can sort of see through it, which is nice. And then a simple little fence down there, probably keep kids out, but that's also quite effective on its own as well. So I hope everyone that's still watching is enjoying this video. It's a little bit different than what I normally do, but I thought I'd bring you along anyway. And if it's something you do like, let me know as well, and then I might search for hidden little spots like this that are so close to you that you don't know they're there. Amazing what you can find. And I'm surprised, it's a Saturday, beautiful day. I'm surprised there's not more people out here enjoying it. We got in Gympie, near where I live, they've got a duck ponds, but yeah, that's nothing compared to this. It's still better than nothing, obviously. A lot of ducks and a few ponds. And I go there every now and then. So, it says it's open Monday to Friday. Yep, so unfortunately we won't be going into there, but there might be a window we can look through. Have a quick look for a window. Nice little mural there. That's cool. Yep, and it looks like it can be able to see through here just. Might be a bit hard for you guys, but that would be nice to go to when it was open. don't know if you can see through there or not. Try to go in here through one of these things. I don't think he's going to be seeing much, but yeah, it does look quite nice in there. Orchids, I've got maybe one, I think. Haven't got many. So yeah, if you're in Harvey Bay, definitely check out this place and bring your family, have a look. In between the hot part of the day, when you're not at the beach, you can come and have a look what they got here, which is quite nice. We'll just head over here into the shady area, but yeah, you can see that's a decent orchid house, that's for sure. I'll be able to see better through here, this side. I'll try to get through there, but it's not going to really help. That's a shame I couldn't show you that. Another nice big tree there. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what that is. Might be a plaque on here somewhere. Let's have a look. Small leafed fig. And its other name, I won't even try to pronounce that. That's pretty cool how it's got aerial roots coming out. Yeah, these fig trees I think take quite a while to grow. It's amazing how many different varieties there are. We've got some small ones, they took a long time to grow as well, but they're not trees, they're more of a hedgy sort of one. Yeah, this is nice. Absolutely beautiful. We'll see what we excuse me, we've got something happening in here too, different sort of plant. I love these plants, hey, they look so cool. I'm not big fans of them like just in a pot like I said before, but the flower wise, and there's a different one I don't think I've seen before. It's got sort of a pinky colour to it. I've got a few around my place, but look at this one here. How's that? That's beautiful. Then we've got similar to one before, but these ones look like they're a little bit different with the yellow around them. I know there's a lot of different varieties of these sorts of plants, but just the colour on them really makes a difference. And we've got some of these as well. We've got a few of these at home as well. Got little flowers growing in there too, which is pretty cool. I think they're called bomb something. Bromeliads, my wife said. We've got plenty of bromeliads. I've never been a big fan of them, but if they're planted right, they can look good, and they pop up really nice flowers and different sorts. We've probably got maybe at least 15-20 different sorts, I reckon, by now, just in different spots around the place. Different times of year they look good. And this one here, I'm not sure. That one's pretty cool how it's climbing the tree. Yeah, I like that too. I like a lot. Look guys, I could be here for hours. I'll just turn this camera around onto myself while I'll jump in front of it. That'd be a bit easier. Anyway, I could be here for hours guys showing you this stuff, but I think we'll probably call it a video there. It's probably long enough now anyway, and the GoPro's flashing at me, so it's probably starting to overheat. Thanks heaps for watching. I hope you like this content. I know it's a little bit different than normal, but yeah, just letting you know what I'm up to at the moment. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I appreciate all the support. It helps the channel grow. And until next time, we'll be back in my garden, which I haven't seen for nearly 2 weeks. So I'm happy to go and see that, make sure everything's still alive, and see how much growth I've got, and probably heaps to harvest as well. So it may end up being a few videos in a row. Anyway, until then, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.